Next on Worcester News tonight, nearly 2 years after he was shot and killed, 2 busy roadways are named in honor of Officer Ronald Tarentino Jr. Plus, an Assumption College field hockey player gets a surprise on the field. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. A bridge and portion of roadway in 2 central Massachusetts towns are renamed Monday, both in honor of fallen Auburn police officer Ronald Tarentino Jr., who served in both Auburn and Leicester. Tarentino was shot and killed nearly 2 years ago in the line of duty, and now Auburn's police chief is asking people to remember his sacrifices when they drive by. Our Chandler Walsh was at today's dedication ceremony and joins us live now with more. Chandler?
Olivia, Tarentino was remembered today as a dedicated officer and a kind person. Police and public officials joined his family at the ceremony and hope his legacy lives on with these 2 roadside memorials. Fallen Officer Ronald Tarentino Jr. is remembered by his family and the Leicester and Auburn police departments every day.
A piece of each of us died early that morning with the loss of Ron.
And now, so will people who drive through the 2 towns. Monday, a portion of Route 9 in Leicester and an overpass on 290 in Auburn were dedicated in Tarentino's honor. Tarentino was shot and killed in the line of duty 2 years ago. He's remembered as a hero for his dedication to protecting the community.
It's an honor to the family that, to let the family know and also to let the public know that here's someone that sacrificed his life, committed his life to public service.
Tarentino's family says they're grateful for the community's support. His chiefs in Leicester and Auburn reflected on the type of person, friend, and colleague he was.
No longer see his enormous smile, hear his infectious laughter, or end up doubled over when he's telling one of his famous stories to us.
Whenever I pulled into the parking lot and saw his truck there and knew that he was working, I knew that I was going to be able to have a laugh and a conversation with Ron because that's just who he was.
Tarentino's death at the hands of a career criminal has also sparked change in the region. A recently passed law has made it a felony to assault an officer in the state. And elected officials promised officers in attendance they'll continue their work.
Just because you put on a police uniform shouldn't make you a target. Doesn't put a bullseye on your back. That's not right. And they're out there protecting us. We need to be out there to protect them as well.
Tomorrow marks the 2-year anniversary of Tarentino's death. Auburn Police Chief Slucas says he's continuing efforts to prevent other officers from being killed in the line of duty. He hopes to meet with other chiefs in the near future, including Yarmouth's, where an officer was killed just last month. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Chandler. 11 people are displaced this weekend when a Worcester complex caught fire. The second alarm fire broke out around 8 p.m. Sunday on West Boylston Street. No one was injured, but several businesses were damaged. The Worcester Fire Department says the flames were quickly extinguished and the fire was contained to one side of the building. The Holden Department of Public Works is celebrating National Public Works Week with a food drive. The Fill a Public Works truck is a nationwide event. In Holden, the food drive will benefit the Wachusett Food Pantry. DPW Director John Woodsmall says hunger is a major issue throughout the country, and the DPW is happy to help in any way they can.
Just a way for us to kind of bring some publicity to Public Works in and of itself. It's often a lot of people refer to it as a silent service of first responders, and that's just what we're trying to do, is to give back to the community a little bit.
And non-perishable food items can be dropped off throughout the week at Town Hall on Main Street or the DPW garage on Adams Street. Hot dogs or pies? Which fan favorite is more popular in Worcester? 2 longtime Worcester companies are taking part in a friendly competition to find out, and the winner will determine the name of the Worcester Bravehearts for a day. Our Brittany Schaefer joins us live now to explain. Brittany?
Olivia, the stakes are high for the 2 iconic Worcester businesses. On June 19th, they will rename the team, throw the first pitch, and change the uniforms to feature either hot dogs or pies.
Mustard mayo.
There's no denying the long histories of Coney Island hot dogs and table talk pies in Worcester.
So here's my grandfather George, and here are the founders of Table Talk.
It's why the 2 businesses were chosen to take part in a friendly competition hosted by the Worcester Bravehearts.
Bravehearts love to celebrate what is going on in the city of Worcester, and on June 19th, it's a Tuesday night, we will change our name to either the Table Talk Pies or the Coney Island Hot Dogs, depending on which team wins the online vote.
The Collegiate Summer League baseball team will also be wearing special uniforms representing one of the businesses. Table Talk Pies president Harry Kokinas says the Worcester community has always been supportive of both companies.
That's where he started it, and it just was a great place to build the company. It was a good workforce and dedicated employees.
I think the longer it's been here, the fact that generations of people have been coming in, grandparents and now grandchildren.
Those are two great institutions that people love here in the city of Worcester, and they're two places that make people smile.
The Bravehearts say they're expecting to reach 20,000 votes by June 18th, but say they'll be keeping the results secret until then.
I will say that the early edge goes to the sweeter of the two snacks.
And after the game, all of the jerseys will be sold and all proceeds will go to charity. As for me, my vote is going to have to go for hot dogs because I prefer savory over sweet. Olivia, what about you?
Ooh, I don't know, Brittany, but I'm very excited to see who wins. Thank you for that. After-school sports are generally popular among middle school students, but in Worcester, many students don't have the option. School committee members say the budget is tight, but they're hoping money can be found to help create after-school sports programs. Right now, most Worcester middle schools don't offer them. Members agree a sports program would help reduce suspension rates, dropout rates, and arrest.
It's an equity issue, right? You know, while more affluent families are able to subsidize their kids' sports or extracurricular activities, middle schools that primarily serve low-income kids can't, right? And these are the kids that are most affected by the issue, right? All the research points to that.
And the school committee has asked the administration to prepare a budget estimate for establishing a system-wide middle school sports program for the coming year.